Oh, look at this trailer. I just looked this on my streams. I really
The
enjoyed
great
this.
bastion,
Trailer's
more
good.
than a wall,
Hype
a symbol
for
of
whatever three, but I
everlasting
only hype for
defiance,
Order
is
factions.
besieged. Demon
Chaos
armies in
still
service to Tzeentch, the changer of ways, have
These are like fire and
amassed at the Snake Gate, the Turtle Gate,
and look at this. Yeah, the flying bird. The flying bird, boys. This is amazing.
and the Dragon Gate.
I really
a
enjoyed
three-pronged attack to
lot of
overwhelm
change.
the
I
wall
love
and
changes.
corrupt the lands of Cathay beyond. Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon, defender of the northern.
These factions, like, I really enjoy. Hopefully, Cathay will be have a more cavalry option on the DLCs as they go, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. You know, that's how things done here. Otherwise, I really enjoy this, but this faction is
Provinces,
like meh for me.
master of the storm winds and supreme matriarch of Nangao, rides with her army to once again drive back the Chaos God's advances. The
Screamers as
Snake
well, as I've
Gate,
seen.
one of 3 heavily fortified gateways, the Chaos God's advances.
The Screamers and the Screamer Chariot.
The Snake Gate, one of 3 heavily fortified gateways bridging Grand Cathay and the Chaos Wastes. A fortress built into the Great Bastion itself and a key defensible position for Miao Ying. Seldom do the demons breach it, but when they do, Grand Cathay is plunged into suffering. If Chaos is not...
This was really good. Hopefully this unit will be defensive rather than being the offensive. I don't want to see it has the healing ability. I don't want to see this as the healing ability. I really enjoy this unit. So yeah. Hopefully we'll have the healing ability rather than being defensive. But I don't know. I don't know about the new lore on Old World, so yeah.
Not stopped here. It's the lands beyond that will suffer. Best to face these demons head-on in a fortress built for defense than to allow them to encircle and besiege any one of Cathay's majestic cities.
Hopefully this unit will be have the... what's the thing called? Crumbling, yeah. Crumbling. Hopefully it does the crumbling ability rather than the routes, because Roga was a disappointment for me. It doesn't have the crumble ability, crumble or disintegrate ability, so which is really sucks for the unit, and I don't want to see it on this unit as well. So yeah.
Cities. Should the unthinkable happen, Cathay is not indefensible. Chaos will find every inch of every street hard fought and shielded every step of the way. The Dragon Emperor would expect no less from his loyal subjects. Miao Ying is the firstborn of the Celestial Dragon Emperor and commander of the Great Bastion. She is the Storm Dragon and expertly wields the Law of Yin to both smite her foes and grant boons to her soldiers.
Hopefully she has a unique lightning abilities as well. I don't want to see her as a offensive caster as well. I really like her, or otherwise I don't care about her, so yeah.
Grand Cathay at its core approaches war defensively. Centuries spent beating back the endless waves of chaos has taught them to covet the delicate balance between soldiers
Have lost roll gun 20 instead actually way better.
And the unparalleled strength of magic and black powder. Unbreakable lines of spear and swordsmen to hold back the hordes, whilst archers, crossbowmen, wizards, artillery,
yes,
and war machines decimate from afar. This is yin and yang, the harmony between Cathay's combatants, giving heart and order in the face of horrors untold. So in tune with the winds of magic are Cathay's wizard kind, that the mere presence of another user bolsters magical potency. This elemental mastery rings true for 2 wizards as it does for 10, making Cathay's magical prowess a thing of deadly wonderment, which they'll need in earnest to survive the coming storm. Kairos Fateweaver is the insidious architect
two-headed
of this
bird.
assault and is heralded as the
Two-headed
wisest
bird.
of the Lords
I
of
enjoyed
Change.
this one as well.
Cast into the well of eternity by Tzeentch, Fateweaver emerged with two heads. The left scries the past, while the right foresees the future. Thus, the Oracle of Tzeentch sees both the road ahead and the path behind, but is rendered blind to the present. The demons of Tzeentch march forward, their legions unfathomable as they shake the very ground with their approach.
I really enjoy the some
Fateweaver
things.
relies on a powerful
I
array
really
of
enjoy
ranged
the-
and flying lesser demons to chip
Hopefully this guy is fixed, by the way. This is right there. Hopefully they're fixed.
away at and harass the Great Bastion, whilst hammering it with horrifying spells from afar. But given the fortress walls to hunker behind, Cathay has the rare advantage in a toe-to-toe ranged standoff this day. To counter, Fateweaver deploys a host of melee demons to soak up the limited pool of Miao Ying's ammunition. To aid in their approach, these foul demons possess a shield of magical energy that Cathay's desperate defenders must first shatter before the creature beneath can be wounded. The drums of war thunder, and the invasion begins. The approach is tough for Fateweaver, whose forces are hammered by Cathay's great cannons and fire rain rockets. These deadly artillery units can devastate an approaching army, demolishing the morale of even the most hardiest of men. But demons don't possess such mortal weaknesses, and it's the peasant archers and the Jade Warrior crossbowmen who must chip away at the endless hordes approaching. Nearby Celestial Dragon Guard and Jade Warriors create a
Celestial Dragon Guard.
harmonious battlefield
Wow.
for their ranged allies, making these warriors of Cathay fight all the harder in the name of their Dragon Emperor. But it's not enough. Miao Ying, sensing the impending fall of the outer wall, lends her magic and abilities to the fray. She casts Talons of Night to cover the retreat of her archers and crossbowmen, and Wrath of the Storm to bolster the might of her readying Jade Warriors. Meanwhile, Kairos Fateweaver instructs his minions to bring down the fortress gates. To ensure his own survival, he selfishly casts Oracle of Eternity to reinforce his resistance, and Gaze of Fate to counter Miao Ying's boost to her Jade Warrior's effectiveness. The fortress is breached, and Tzeentch can almost taste Cathay beyond the bastion. But Miao Ying isn't done yet. She falls back, retreating to her barricades, where already crossbowmen and archers are docked to cover the exodus. Kairos's foresight makes him a hard beast to outmaneuver, and he didn't take the western path as Miao Ying had hoped he would. She orders her barricades to be deconstructed and rebuilt in the east of the fortress, where the demons are making strong headway. From here, Miao Ying knows she's entering a war of attrition. She's dedicated key
even the
hardpoints to
players
fall
know
back
that
to,
one.
and can now only
yeah.
hope she has the manpower to defeat Fateweaver's
Even the players know that one. The thing is,
forces before her own are overwhelmed.
partner.
It's an arduous and bitter battle, and forces Miao Ying all the way back to her last line of defense. Here is where the battle is won, or the bastion falls. Fateweaver's forces are dwindled but not defeated, and Miao Ying has only a fraction of the brave men and women she began with. With little other choice, she calls upon her greatest of powers and transforms into her namesake, assuming her dragon form.
Oh, that dragon looks cool. I wish they have feral version as well. Like the feral version, like if you capture the dragon, like these dragons, like Chinese dragons. I wish you can they can return dragon if you make them feral, and yeah, I do want to see those units as well as a unit rather than being the what's the thing called? Rather than being the ability. Otherwise, I do enjoy it, bro.
In the face of such raw power, Kairos Fateweaver and his legion of demons are overwhelmed and routed. The Changer of Ways' blindness to the present has lost in the battle. But surely he knew this defeat would come to pass. Snake Gate stands firm, and Miao Ying the
Tzeentch in lore actually defeat. He doesn't care about defeat or victory as well in the lore, so he doesn't care. It doesn't matter for him.
The Storm Dragon, defender of the northern provinces, master of the storm winds, and supreme matriarch of Nangao, emerges victorious. But an unease settles within her gut. Tzeentch is the architect of fate, the changer of ways, and such an all-out assault is not indicative of his servants. Though the Snake Gate was a victory, Miao Ying cannot shake the feeling that the day's events have heralded.
Hopefully players will play this, like streamers that has early access will play this. I was like, I really enjoyed this.
The changing of the tide.
Enjoyed this.
Fresh threats are awakening,
and
the
good.
fall of the Turtle Gate shows that the Great
The
Bastion's resilience may not be as certain as once thought.
Battle actually good. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a really good one. So yeah, that was it. I really enjoyed this. I really like this on my stream as well. So yeah, it was a good one. I really enjoyed this. Like Dragon 4 is like really good, but I wish it had a separate version as well. So yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be it for today. I'll be catch you guys later. So yeah. Bye. Bye. There you go. I like this trailer, so yeah.